There's a bright golden haze o'er the meadow. There's a bright golden haze o'er the meadow. The corn is as high as an elephant's side, and it looks like it's climbing clear up to the sky. Oh, what a beautiful morning! Oh, what a beautiful day! I've got a beautiful feeling, everything's going my way. All the cattle are standing like statues. All the cattle are standing like statues. They don't turn their head as they see me ride by. But a little brown rabbit is winking her eye. Oh, what a beautiful morning! Oh, what a beautiful day! I've got a beautiful feeling, everything's going my way. Hey, Ellen.
Scared thinking, dear. What are you doing around here?
Come singing to you. All the sounds of the earth are like music. All the sounds of the earth are like music. The breeze is so busy, don't miss a tree. But in the weeping willow is laughing at me. Oh, what a beautiful morning! Oh, what a beautiful day! I've got a beautiful feeling, everything's going my way. Oh, what a beautiful day!
If I wasn't an old woman, and if you wasn't so young and smart alecky, why, I'd marry you and get you to sit around at night and sing to me.
No, you wouldn't either, because I wouldn't allow you none of your kinfolks if I could help it.
Oh, one of my kinfolks, huh?
That's right, and you can tell them that. All of them, including that niece of yours, Miss Lauren Williams. And if you would have told me where Lauren was at, where would you tell me she was at?
I wouldn't tell at all. First, I can make out. Lauren, can you no kid?
So she don't take too much, huh? Well, where did you get such an uppity niece that wouldn't pay no heed to me? Who's the best bronc buster in this here territory?
You, I bet.
And the best bull rider on 17 counties? Me. That's who. And look at me. I'm handsome, ain't I?
Hardly as the picture.
Curly-headed, ain't I? Bow-legged from the sun for God knows how long, ain't I?
Couldn't stop a pig in the road.
Well, then what else does she want? The darn she mule?
I don't know, but I'm sure certain it ain't you. Who you taking to the bike social tonight?
I ain't thought much about it.
Bet you come over to Laurie.
What if I do?
You asked me to. I'll wear my face later.
Yeah, you too.
Oh, what a beautiful morning. Oh, what a beautiful day. I thought she was somebody. I've got a beautiful feeling. Everything's going my way. Is this all that's come a-calling and it already 10 o'clock of a Saturday morning?
You knowed it was me when you opened the door.
No such a thing.
You did too. You heard my voice and you knowed it was me.
I hear the voice talking, rumbling
So you sat in there and think I have something mean to say. I'm in good mind not to ask you to the box social.
Well, if you did ask me, I wouldn't go with you. Besides, how would you take me? You ain't bought any buggy with red wheels onto it, have you?
No, I ain't.
And a spanking team with their bridles a-jingling?
No.
Expect me to ride behind old Dunn, I guess. Well, you better ask that old Cummins girl you took such a shine to over across the river.
If I was to ask you, Miss Lauren, there'd be a way to take it, smarty.
Oh, there would.
When I take you out tonight with me, honey, here's the way it's going to be. You will set me behind a team of snow-white horses in the slickest gear you ever see. Chicks and ducks and geese they're swimming when I take you out in the Surrey. When I take you out in the Surrey with the fringe on top. Watch that fringe and see how it flutters when I drive them high-stepping strutters. Nosy folks will peek through the shutters and their eyes will buck. No wheels are yellow, the upholstery is brown, the dashboard's genuine leather. When thighs and glass curtains you can roll right down in case there's a change in the weather. To the bright side, like winking or blinking, ain't no finer rig I'm thinking. You can keep your rig if you're thinking that I care to swap for that shiny little Surrey with the fringe on the top. Wouldn't have no other kind but self.
Has it really got a team of snow-white horses?
One's like snow, the other's more like milk.
So you can tell them apart.
All the world will fly in a flurry when I take you out in the Surrey. When I take you out in the Surrey with the fringe on top. When we hit that road of leather, cats and dogs will dance in the heather. Birds and frogs will sing all together, and the toads will pluck. The wind will whistle as we rattle along. The cows will moo in the clover, and our river will ripple out a whispered song and whisper it over and over. Don't you wish you'd go on forever? Don't you wish you'd go on forever? Don't you wish you'd go on forever and never stop in that shiny little Surrey with the fringe on the top?
Sure felt like a man setting up in that carriage.
But she talks so mean to me, and Ella, I'm in good mind not to take her.
I ain't said I was going.
Ain't asked you.
Where'd you get such a rig at anyway? I bet he's gone over to Claremore and hired a rig, thinking I would go with him.
That's all you know about it.
Spent all your money hiring a rig and y'all ain't got nobody to ride in it.
Have to. Did not hire. Made the whole thing up out of my head.
What? Made it up?
Dashboard and all.
You better get yourself out of here. And make him get himself out of here. Telling me lie.
Making up a few parties against no law that I know of. Don't you wish there was such a way to go? Then you could go to a play party or do a whole downtown motor if you was in mind to. Then when you was all wore out, I'd lift you up onto the Surrey and we'd just point the horses home. I can just picture it now. I can see the stars in blur when we ride back home in the Surrey, riding slowly day you are sleeping, head near my shoulder, nodding close to my shoulder till the walls purple up. The sun is swimming on the rim of our hill. The moon is taking our head. And just when I'm thinking all the earth is still, a lark will wake up in the meadow. Hush, bird, my baby's asleep. Maybe got a dream worth keeping. And just keep on creeping at us. Collect, don't you hurry with the story with the fridge on our
They ain't no such rig. You just said you made the whole thing up.
Well,
why'd you come around here with your stories and your lies, get me all worked up that way? Talking about the sun swimming on the hill like it was so. Who'd want to ride alongside you anyway?
Why don't you just grab her and kiss her when she acts that way, Curly? She's just aching for you too, I bet.
I won't even let him speak to me, let alone not you to kiss me, the ragged, bow-legged, wished he had a sweetheart bum.
She likes you quite a lot.
If she liked me anymore, she'd sit the dogs on to me.
What wagon?
There's a crowd of folks coming from Bushy here tonight for the box social.
Yeah, Curly said maybe you don't want your big wagon, so we can bring them on up from the station.
Of course I would, if he'd asked me.
Got to talking about a lot of other things. I'll go hitch up the team now if you say it's all right.
See what we brought in, Ellen?
Hey, Will!
Hey, Ellen.
What happened at the fair? You do any good in the steer roping?
I did pretty good. I won it.
Good. Always knows to look.
Nobody can sling a rope like our territory boys.
Can't say but a minute, Aunt Ellen. Gotta get over that 8 wings. Don't you remember? Her pa said I could marry her if I was ever worth $50.
$50? That's what they give you for prize money?
That's what.
Lambs. If Annie's paw hits his promise, who can expect her to win?
And if you don't, I'll steal her right from under his nose. And I'm gonna give him the present I brought for him. Look here, fellas. The present I brought Ada in his paw. Excuse us, Aunt Ellen. You put it up to your eye like this, and when you get a good look, you turn around at the top, and the picture changes.
Well, I'll be sorry, guys.
They call it the little one.
Silly ghost. The hussy ought to be ashamed of herself. You too. Now, how do you turn the thing and see the other picture? Wait, I'm getting it. I got a good mind to tell Annie on here.
Please don't, Aunt Ellen. She wouldn't understand.
No telling what you've been up to. Bet you carried on money from Kansas City.
I wouldn't exactly call it carrying on, but I sure did see a lot of things a fella never seen before. I got to Kansas City on a Friday. By Saturday I learned a thing or two. For up to then I did when she started dancing, and every single thing she had was absolutely brilliant. She went about as far as she could go. Yes, sir. She went about as far as she could go. This is the two-step. That's all the dancing nowadays. Of course, they don't do it alone. Come on, Ella.
I'll catch up with you.
Look, girl, you can't stop the talk. Gotta get over there in no Wendy's.
And I gotta know something. Who's the low filthy sneaky boy's got a cat set for?
You?
Never mind that. There must have plenty of men trying to swap her. And she surely leaned towards one of them now, don't she?
Well, there's that fine farmer, Jay Hutchins, just this side of Longdon. And that peddler man in Claremont makes out he's a doctor or a veterinary.
That's what I thought.
Hello. Hello yourself.
Then, of course, someone much closer to home who's got her on his mind most of the time till he don't know a player from a threshing machine.
Him?
Yeah, Judd Pratt.
That bullet-colored growling man?
Now, don't say nothing again him. He's the best hired hand I ever had. Just about runs the farm himself. Well, 2 women couldn't do it, and you ought to know less.
Will Lloyd take up with a man like that?
I ain't said she took up with him.
Well, he's around all the time, Amy. He lives here.
Out in the smokehouse?
Change my mind about things like here happen today. Leave me till tomorrow. I got to be early. I'm driving over to the party tonight.
Lloyd driving, Lloyd?
Ask her.
But wouldn't that just make you bawl? Well, don't forget it, Em. Me and you got ourselves a date. And if you make him a nice box of lunch, maybe I'll bid for it.
How we going, Curly, from that rig you made up? All right, Australia, I'm like for winging like lightning bugs.
That there ain't no native wig, you hear me? I hired it over to Claremore.
When? You did?
Sure did. Pretty one, too. And when I come calling for you right after supper, see that you got your beauties by fasten on to you tight, so you don't lose them off, you hear? Got your rats in my turn. And all the wheels are yellow, the upholstery's brown, the dashboard's genuine leather. With plexiglass curtains you can roll right down in case there's a change in the weather. And don't you worry, I'll see you tonight anyways, on the way back from the station. Ain't no finer rig, I'm thinking that I can't do swap for that shiny little Surrey with the fringe on the top.
Hey, Curly, tell all the girls in Bushy to stop by here and freshen up. It's a long way to Skidmore. That means we'll have a lot of company. Better go pack your lunch, Amber.
Aunt Ellen, don't go to Skidmore's with Curly tonight. If you do, I'll have to ride with Judd off by myself.
That's the way you wanted it, ain't it?
No, I did it because Curly was just so fresh. And I wish I can't tell Judd I won't go with him. I'm scared he'd do something terrible. Makes me shiver every time he gets near me. Have you ever been to that old smokehouse where he's at?
Plenty of times. Why?
Have you seen the pictures he has tacked up on the walls?
Yeah, I see them. But don't pay me no mind.
Well, something's wrong inside him, Aunt Ellen. I hook my door at night and fasten my windows again. The sound of feet walking up and down underneath the tree outside the window. Mornings he comes to breakfast and stares at me like something back in the brush somewhere. I know what I'm talking about.
You crazy youngin'. Stop acting like a chicken with its head cut off. Well, who do you reckon that is drove up? Why, it's that old peddler man. The one that sold me that egg beater.
He's got Aunt Annie with him. Will Parker's Aunt Annie.
Peddler man. You know what he told me? Told me that egg beater would beat up eggs, bring out dish rags, turn the ice cream freezer, and I don't know what all.
Yoo-hoo! Aunt Annie!
Hold your horses, peddler man. I want to talk to you. Hi, Aunt Ellen. Hi, yourself.
Hi, Lauren. Hello. Will Parker's back from Kansas City, and he's looking for you.
Will Parker?
I didn't count on him being back so soon. I can see that. Been riding a piece.
The peddler man's gonna drive me to the box social. I got up to sort of taste lunch.
Ada Wady, have you took up with that peddler man?
Not yet.
But I thought you was promised to Will Parker.
Not what you might say, promise. I just told him maybe.
Well, don't you like him no more?
Of course I do. There will never be nobody like Will.
And what about the peddler man?
There will never be nobody like him neither.
Well, which one do you like better?
Whichever one I'm with.
You are silly.
Now, Lord, you know they didn't nobody pay me no mind to this year. Count on our scrawny, flat people. Now that I've rounded up a bit, fellas are different to me.
Well, what's wrong with that?
Nothing's wrong. I like it. I like it so much when a fella talks pretty, I can shake him from horn to hood. Don't you?
Can't think what you're talking about.
Don't you feel sorry for a fella when he looks like he wants to kiss you?
Well, you can't just go around kissing every man that asks you. Did anybody ever tell you that?
Yeah, they told me. It ain't so much a question of not knowing what to do. I know it's right and wrong since I've been two. I hear a lot of stories and I reckon they are true about how girls are put upon by men. I know I mustn't fall into the pit, but when I'm with a fella, I forget. I'm just a girl who can't say no. I'm in a trouble fix. I always say, come on, let's go. Just when I ought to say nix. When a person tries to kiss a girl, I know she ought to give his face a sniff. But as soon as someone kisses me, I somehow sort of want to kiss him back. I'm just a fool when lots are love. I can't be Percy and quaint. I ain't the type that can faint. How can I be what I ain't? I can't say no. What you gonna do when a fella gets flirty? Start to talk pretty. What you gonna do? Supposing that he says that your lips are like cherries, roses or berries. What you gonna do? Supposing that he says that you're sweeter than cream and he's gotta have 3 more dollars. What you gonna say when he talks that way? Spit in his eye? I'm just a girl who can't say no, can't seem to say it at all. I hate to disappoint a love when he is playing a call. For a while I let dream wine and cool and sitting on a velvety settee. Then I think of that old golden rule and do for him what I'll do for me. I can't resist a Romeo in a sombrero and chaps. Soon as I sit on their laps, something inside of me snaps. I can't say no. I told you, I feel sorry for him.
Well, I wouldn't feel sorry for no man, no matter what.
I sure ain't feeling sorry for Allie Hacker. Look how I held his cussing him out.
Allie Hacker? That's his name?
Yeah, it's Persian.
And you're sure for certain you love him more than you love Will?
I was sure. And now that old Will's come home, you know, the first thing he's gonna do is start talking pretty to me and changing my mind back.
But Will wants to marry you.
So does Allie Hacker.
Did he ask you?
Not directly. how I knows is, when we was riding this buggy this morning, said to ride like that to the end of the world. Well, as far as Tuesday, because that would take us to sundown, wouldn't it? We have to go somewhere and be all night together. And being all night means he wants a wedding, don't it? Not to a peddler, it don't.
All right. If the egg beater don't work, I'll give you something just as good.
Just as good. It's got to be 1,000 million times better.
My, oh my. Miss Lauren, jibbity crickets. How high have you gone up? Last time I come through here, you was as kind as a strip of freckles. Now look at you. A great, big, beautiful lady.
Quit it a biting at me. If you didn't have breakfast, go and get yourself a green apple.
Now, Aunt Miller, just listen.
I ain't your Aunt Miller. Don't you call me Aunt Miller, you little wart. I'm mad at you.
Now, don't you go and be mad at me. Ain't I said I give you a present? Something to wear.
But got things for wear. One heaven. What is it?
Real silk, made in Persia.
What I want with the old Persian garter?
Oh, they look awful pretty and leather with bows in them and all.
Oh, hang on.
Hold out your foot.
You have any idea I was going to let you fly that garter of my limb? Rub onto my petticoats, Lord.
You know, funny woman. Would be much worse if I tried to take your garters off.
Yeah, because that would make your stockings fall down, wouldn't it?
Now, give me the other one.
Which one? Oh, you want to buy this one to match?
What do you mean? Do I want to buy it?
I can let you have it for 50 cents. 4 bits.
You want me to get that egg beater and ring it down your windpipe?
All right. Don't anybody want to buy something? How about you, Miss Lauren? Must be wanting something. A pretty young gal like you.
Who, me? Of course I want something. I want a dress with lace. I want perfume. I want to be pretty. I want to smell like a honeysuckle bud.
Give her a cake of soap.
Well, I want things I've heard of but never seen before. A rubber-tired buggy, a cut-glass sugar bowl. I want things I can't tell you about. Things not only to have, but things to happen to you. Things so good if they did happen to you. Your heart would quit beating and you'd fall down dead.
I've got just the thing. The elixir of Egypt.
What's that?
It's a secret formula. Belongs to Pharaoh's daughter.
Smelling salts.
But a special kind of a smelling salts. Read what it says on the label. Take a deep breath and you'll see everything clearly. That's what the Pharaoh's daughter used to do when she had a hard problem to decide, like what prince she got to marry, or what dress to wear to a party, or whether she'd all cut off somebody's head. She'll take a whiff of this.
Fiddlesticks.
I'll take a bottle.
Precious stuff.
How much?
2 bits.
Throwing away your money.
It helps you decide what to do.
Ha! Don't you want me to show you some pretty doodads? You know, with the lace around the bottom and the ribbons running in and out?
You mean fancy drawers?
All made in Paris.
I never wear that kind myself, but I sure do like to look at them.
Things alright if you ain't going no place.
Bring your trappings inside, maybe. I can find you something to eat and drink.
Well, why don't you just ask him?
Allie, me and Lawrence
vision of the world.
How far do you want to go?
Oh, say as far as Claremore to the hotel.
What's at the hotel?
In front of the hotel is a veranda. Inside is a lobby. Upstairs might be paradise.
I thought they was just bedrooms.
For you and me, baby, paradise.
Oh, I knew I was right and Lori was wrong. You do want to marry me, don't you?
Hey, go, Amy. What did you say?
I said you do want to marry me, don't you? What did you say?
I didn't say nothing.
Whoa, Susanna. Hey, you wait. I'm back.
Oh, Foot, hello, Will. That's Will Parker. Promise me you won't fight him.
Fight him? I never saw the men before. I only fight with my friends.
Hey, you know when? How's my honey bunch? How's the sweetest little 110 pounds of sugar in the territory?
Will, this is Ellie Hacken.
How are you, Hack? Don't mind the way I talk. Sis, all right? I'm going to marry you.
Marry her? On purpose?
Well, sure.
No such a thing.
You know, it's a wonderful thing to be married. I got a brother in Persia, got 6 wives.
6 wives all at once?
Sure. That's what they do in them countries.
No, not always. I got another brother in Persia, only got 1 wife. He's a bachelor.
Look, Will.
Look, Will, look. Know what I got the first prize at the fair? $50.
Well, that's good. $50?
Catch on? Your pa promised I could marry you if I was ever worth $50.
That's right, he did.
Know what I've done with it? Spent it all on presents for you.
Well, if you spent it, you ain't got the cash.
What I got is worth more than the cash. The family who sold me the stuff told me.
But, Will...
Stop saying, but Will. When do I get a little old kiss, old Ada and honey? You ain't been off my mind since 11. All the time. At the fairgrounds even. When I was chasing steers, I'll rope one up under the hooves, pull him up sharp. And he'd land on his little rump. Now I think of you.
Oh, don't go start talking pretty, Will.
Seen a lot of beautiful gals in Kansas City. Didn't give one a look.
How could you see him if you didn't give him a look?
I mean, I didn't look loving it. Like I look at you.
Oh, don't look like that, Will. I can't bear it.
Won't stop looking like this till I get a little old kiss.
Oh, what's a little old kiss?
Well, nothing. Once it comes from you.
You do talk pretty. No, I won't.
Supposing that I say that your lips are like cherries or roses or berries, what you gonna do? Can't you feel my heart palpitating and a bumping and waiting for something nice from you? I gotta get a kiss and it's gotta be quick or I'll jump in a creek and die.
What's a girl to say when you talk that way?
Right away, Adele.
Can I come too? Just love to watch the way you handle horses.
face.
Oh, I can't believe that, Curly. Not from what I heard about you.
Looks like Curly's tucked up with that Cummins girl.
What do I care about that?
Come on, boy. Let's get these hangers out under the trees where it's cool.
Why should a woman who is healthy and strong blubber like a baby when her man goes away? A weeping and a wailing how he's gone wrong. That's one thing you'll never hear me say. Never gonna think that the man I lose is the only man on earth.
kiddo.
Sure, I'm sorry to see you so happy, cuz, but I gotta say it'll make you miserable. I gotta marry Will.
Well, that's sad news for me. Well, he is a fine fellow.
Oh, don't hide your feelings, Allie. I can't bear it. I wish you'd come right out and say your heart is busted in two.
Are you positive you gotta marry Will?
Sure, shoot.
And there's no chance for you to change your mind?
No chance.
Alright then. My heart is busted in two.
Oh, you do make up pretty things to say. Hello, Paul. What should it shoot?
Right. Is it true what I hear about Bill Clark to give you $50?
That's right. He wants to hold you to your promise.
Still, too bad I can't go back on the word and all.
See, Allie?
I advise you get that money off of him before he loses it. Put it in his stocking or in the course where he can't get at it. Or can.
He ain't exactly kept it. He spent it all on presents.
See? What a tale. Now you can't have it. I said it had to be $50 cash.
But Mr. Carnes, is that fair?
Who the hell are you?
This is Allie Hackett.
Well, shut your face. While I feel you're behind so full of buckshots, you'll be walking around like a little duck for the rest of your life.
Allie, if I don't have to marry Will, maybe your heart don't have to be busted in two like you said.
I didn't say that.
Oh, yes, you did.
No, I did not.
Are you trying to make out my daughter to be a liar?
No, I'm just making it clear what liar I am if she's telling the truth.
What else you been saying to my daughter?
Oh, an awful lie.
When?
Last night in the moonlight,
Where?
alongside a haystack.
Listen, Mr. Carnes.
I'm listening. What else you been saying to my daughter?
Oh, he called me his Persian kitten.
Why'd you call her that?
I don't remember.
I do. He says I was like them Persian kittens, because they was the cats with the soft round tails.
That's enough. In this part of the country, that better be a proposal of marriage.
That's what I thought.
Is that what you think?
Look, Mr.
I'm looking.
I feel good. I'm a peddler who travels up and down and all around, and you'll hardly ever see your daughter no more.
That'll be all right. Take care of her, son. Take care of my little rosebud.
Oh, Paul, that's pretty. You sure for certain you come here to let me go?
Are you sure, Mr. Carnes?
Just try to change my mind. See what happens to you.
Oh, Allie, ain't it wonderful? Paul making up our minds for us, and he won't change them neither. Once he gives his word that you can have me, why, you got me.
I know. I got you.
Mrs. Allie Hackett, headless bride. Wait till I tell the girls.
Trapped. Tricked. Hoodwinked. Ambushed.
What's on your mind? Why you walk around and around with your hands only behind?
Hello, Lori. Just packing your pamper now.
I've been busy.
You got very hard too. Wonder if they is not as mine. Mine are like a flowing away from blue mold.
Well, I did blow on one of mine, and it broke into a million pieces.
I she fun.
Gardy, better come inside and pull off.
You come inside with me, Carly?
Not just yet.
Well, don't be too long. And don't forget, when the auction starts tonight, mine is hampered.
Is that Cummins girl I hear so much talk of?
You seen her before, ain't you?
Yeah, but not since she got so old. I never did see anybody get so peaked looking in such a short time.
Yes, and she's only 18. I bet you she's 19.
What you got in your hand?
Just some meat pies and apple jelly. Nothing like what Gertie Cummins has in her basket.
Are you really gonna go to the box social tonight with that Judd fella?
I reckon so. Why?
Nothing. It just seems everybody's expecting me to take it.
Well, maybe it's just as good you ain't. We wouldn't want people talking about us, would we?
Think people do talk about us?
Well, you know how they are. Like a swarm of mud wasps. Always gotta be buzzing about something.
Well, what are they saying? That you're stuck on me?
No. Most of the talk is that you're stuck on me.
I can't imagine how these ugly rumors start.
Me neither. Why do you think of stories that link my name with yours?
Why do the neighbors gossip all day behind their doors?
I know where to prove what they say is quite untrue. Here is the gist of practical list of goats for you. Don't
Tell that judge fellow you'd rather go with me tonight?
No, Curly, I can't.
You couldn't, huh? Well, I think I'm gonna go down to the smokehouse. Wait, Jonathan. See what's so elegant about him. Make girls want to go to parties with him.
Well, Curly.
What?
Nothing. Don't try and gaze at me. Your soft are soft like
Like a hanky?
what do I need no hanky for?
You got a sponge on your cheek, just under your eye.
Well, open it, can't you?
How?
What do you want?
Just got through with all my business up at the house. Thought I'd pay a call. Got a gun, I see.
Good one. Colt 45.
What do you do?
Shoot things.
Oh. Now that there pink picture. That's a naked lady, ain't it?
Your eyes don't lie to
Oh, not quite. Got a couple of thingamabobs tied on to it.
you. Shucks. That ain't the thing to what I got here. Take a look at that top one.
Ooh, if I go blind, I would. Ooh, that'd give me ideas. Joe, that's a good looking rope you got there. Feels nice. Spins nice. You know Will Parker? He can sure spin one heck of a rope. That's a good looking hang you got there, Joe. You could hang yourself on that.
I could what?
Hang yourself. It'd be as easy as falling off a log. Fact is, you could stand right about here, see, on a log or a chair, or whichever you'd rather. Then, you put this here around your neck and tie this up there good first, of course. Then all you have to do is fall off the log or the chair, whichever you'd rather, and 5 minutes or less, with good luck, you'd be as dead as a doornail.
What do you mean by that?
What do I mean? I mean, folks would come sing sad songs at your funeral.
Nah.
They would. You never know how many people like to tell you dead. You'd probably be laid out in the park, decked out in your dress suit, with your hair combed down slick, and a high starch collar.
Would there be any flowers, do you think?
Sure would. And palms too, all around your coffin. Then the men that bare their heads, and the women that sniff the soft. Ones that took a shine to you when he was alive.
What woman have took a shine to me?
Lots of women. Only they don't come right out and show you unless they die first.
I guess that's so.
They sure would sing loud though when the singing started. Poor John is dead. Poor John is dead. Oh, gather around his coffin now and cry. He had a heart of gold, and he wasn't very old. Oh, why did such a feller have to die? Poor John is dead. Poor John is dead. He's looking oh so peaceful and serene. He's hauling out to rest with his hands across his chest. His fingernails have never been so clean. Then the preacher get up and he'd say, folks, we're gathered here today to moan and groan over our brother Judge Fry, who hung himself up in the smokehouse last night. There would be some weeping and wailing from some of them women. And then he'd say, John was the most misunderstood man in the territory. People used to think he was a mean, ugly fellow, and they called him a dirty skunk and an ornery pig stealer. But the folks that really know him, know that beneath them 2 dirty shirts he always wore, their feet are as big as all outdoors.
As big as all outdoors.
Just Fry loved his fellow man.
He loved his fellow man.
He loved the birds of the forest and the beasts of the field. He loved the mice and vermin in the barn, and he treated the rats like equals, which was right. Oh, he loved the little children. He loved everybody and everything in the world. And he never let on, so nobody ever knew. Poor John is dead. Poor John is dead. His friends all weeping well for miles around. The daisies in the dead will give out a different smell, 'cause poor John is underneath the ground.
Poor John is dead. A candle lights his head. He's laid in a coffin made of wood. And folks are feeling sad, 'cause they used to treat him bad. And now they know their friend is gone for good.
God,
Poor John is dead. A candle lights his head.
he's looking oh so pretty and so nice. He looks like he's asleep. It's a shame that he won't keep, but it's summer and we're running out of ice. Poor John, poor John. Yes, sirree, that's the way it be. Sure be an interesting funeral. Wouldn't like to miss it.
Wouldn't like to miss it, eh? Maybe you will. Maybe you go first.
Maybe. Now let's see. Where was he at before you come here? Up by Quapaw, wasn't it?
Yes, sir. Before that, over by Tulsa. Lousy they was to me. Both of them always making out their better, treating me like dirt.
So what'd you do? Get even?
Who said anything about getting even?
No one that I recollect. It just come into my head.
If it ever come to getting even, I'd know how to do it.
That?
Nah, there's safer ways than that if you use your brains. Remember that fire on the Barlow Farm a couple years ago over by Sweetwater?
Sure do. About 5 years ago. Terrible accident. Burnt up the father, mother, and daughter.
That wasn't no accident. A fella told me the hired hand was stuck on the Barlow girl, and he found her in a hayloft next to another fella.
And it was him that burned the place?
Took him weeks to get off kerosene, buying it at different times. The fella who told me made it out like it happened in Missouri. Said I'd known all along I was on the Barlow Farm. What a liar he was.
What a liar. A kind of murderer too. Get a little air here.
You ain't told me yet what business you had here. We ain't got no cattle to sell you, nor no cow ponies. And the oak crop is unspoken for.
You sure relieve my mind considerable.
There's only one other thing on this farm you could want, and it better not be that.
But that's just what it is.
Better not be. You keep away from her, you hear?
You know, somebody ought to tell Lori about you, what kind of man you are. For once, somebody ought to tell you about yourself.
Better get out of here, Curly.
You know, a fellow wouldn't feel very safe in here with you if you didn't know you, Judd. But I know you. In this country, there's two types of things you can do if you're a man. One is live outdoors. The other is live in a hole. I've sat by my horse through the brush summers and heard a rattlesnake many a time. Rattle, 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 he'd go, scared to death. Somebody coming close to his hole. Somebody gonna stomp him. Get his old fangs ready for the poison. Curl up and wait. As long as you live in a hole, you're scared. You can have muscles, hold like iron, and still be as weak as an empty bladder. Unless you got things to bind your hide with. How'd you get to be the way you are anyway, Judge? Sitting in here in this filthy hole, thinking the way you're thinking. Why don't you do something helpful once in a while? Saying, shut up here, or crawling in a festival. Ah! You ought to feel better than that. Hard on the roof, though. I wish you'd let me show you something. You see that knothole over there? See it awaken? I just want to see if I can hit it. Right through the knothole. Without even touching. Slick as a whistle, didn't I? I knowed I could do it. You saw it too. I suspect somebody's coming.
Who fired off a gun? Was that you, Curly? Don't sit there, you lummy. Answer when you're spoken to.
Well, I shot once.
What was you shooting at?
You see them knotholes over there?
I see lots of knotholes.
Well, it was one of them.
Well, ain't you a pair of purty nuts? A picking away at knotholes and scaring everybody with a good Dutch rubbing iron from the craziness out of you. It's alright. Nobody hurt. A pair of fools flopping noises.
Mind if I visit you, Vince? It's good to be with women for a while. Now then, we're all by ourselves. I got a few parties for to show you. Probably knickknacks. Special for the men folks.
Excuse me, gentlemen. I gotta go get the sewer ready. I'll hide over to Claire.
Art postcards.
What do you think you're taking in that Surrey?
And Ella. And Lloyd should go with me.
She won't.
Maybe she will.
She promised to go with me. And she better not change her mind. She better not!
Now I want you to look at these, straight from Paris.
Don't one of them things. Sick of them. You got any frog stickers?
You mean one of them long knives? What would you do with a thing like that?
I don't know. Kill a hog. Or a skunk. It's all the same, maybe. Tell you what I like better than frog stickers if you got me. Ever hear one of them little things they call a little wonder? It's a thing you hold up to your eyes to see pictures. Only that ain't all there is to it. You see, it's got a little jigger onto it. When you touch it, out swings a sharp blade.
On a spring, eh?
And you say to a fella, look through this. And when he's looking, you snap out the blade, it's just above his chest and BAM! Down you come.
That's a good joke to put on a friend. I don't handle things like that. Too dangerous. What I'd like to show you is my new stock of art postcards.
Don't want of them things. Sick of them. You want to give me a real woman.
What? Would you want what they wanted? Why, I'm having trouble right now. All my accounts have been women. They always make trouble. And you say you want one. Right. You're a man. What is free to come and go as you please? You got your own little cozy place. Nice. And private. Artistic pictures. And they don't talk back to you.
I'm tired of all these pictures of women.
So you're tired of them. So throw them away and buy some new ones. You get tired of a woman, and what can you do? Nothing. Just keep getting tireder and tireder.
I made up my mind.
So, you want that real woman? Say, do you happen to know a girl named 808?
I don't want her.
I don't want her either, but I got her.
Don't want nothing from no peddler, man. I want real things. What am I doing set up in here? Like that feller says, a crawling and a festering. What am I doing in this lousy smokehouse? The floor creaks, the door squeaks. There's a field mouse nibbling on the ground. And I sat by myself, like a cobweb on a shelf, by myself, in a lonely room. But when there's a moon in my winter, and it slants down a beam across my bed, then the shadow of a tree starts a-dancing on the wall, and a dream starts a-dancing in my head. And all the things that I whisper turn out like I want them to be. And I'm better than that smart aleck cowhead who thinks he's better than me. And the girl that I bought in a parade of my arms, in her own soft arms keep me warm. And her long tangled hair falls across my face, just like the rain in a storm. The floor creaks, the door squeaks, and the mouse starts nibbling on the floor. And the eyes. It was all a pack of lies. I'm awake in a lonely I ain't gonna dream about her arms no more. I ain't gonna leave her alone. Going outside, give myself a ride. Give me a woman to call my own.
anybody else.
It's you.
I was just hoping to be able with you. It seems like you and me ought to have a little talk.
We only got one thing to talk about. Well, Mr. Hackett, I heard you got yourself engaged to Ada Wayne. Well, I don't know what to call you. You ain't purty enough for a skunk. You ain't skinny enough for a snake. You're too little to be a man and too big to be a mouse. I reckon you're a rat.
That's logical.
Answer me one question. Do you really love her?
Well...
Because if I thought you didn't, I'd tie you up in that bag and throw you in the river. Are you serious about it?
Yes, I'm serious.
The hell you are. And would you spend every cent you had on? See that bag? Full of presents. Cost $50. All I had in the world.
So, if you had $50 cash,
Then I have 8 to win, and you losing.
yes, I lose her. Let's take a look in here. Might want to buy something.
What would you want with them?
I'm a peddler, ain't I? I buy and sell. Maybe pay you real money. Maybe as much as, well, a lot. Ah, what a beautiful hot water bag. It looks rich. Must have cost plenty. I'll give you $8 for it.
$8? That wouldn't be honest. Only paid $3.50.
All right. I said I'll give you 8, and I will. Hey, that's a cracker Jake.
Take your hands off that. That was for our wedding night.
Yeah, it don't fit you so good. I'll give you $22 for it. All right, $22.50. 90 cents more. Ah, yes, grace.
That was for her to wear.
I didn't hardly think they was for you. I need 18. I'll give you 15 for them. Let's see. 8 and 22 makes 30. And 15, 45. And 50 cents, 45.50.
45.50. Well, that's almost. Thanks. You want to buy some more?
Right.
You ever seen one of these things?
What made you buy that? Got it for somebody?
How do you mean? It's just funny pictures.
That's all you think it is, eh? Well, it's more than that.
Where is everybody? Where's Aunt Ella?
On the other side of the house, Lord.
Lori, where do you run to?
How much you give me for one of these things?
I told you, I don't handle things like that. I guess you really don't know what it is.
Sure do. It's just a girl in pink tights.
Either you two see Lori.
Just went to the other side of the house. Auction's going on there.
Hey, Judge. Got one of those things you was looking for? The little wonder?
How much?
$3.50.
A lot of money. But I got an idea to be worth it.
$3.50 from him and $45.50 from you. That makes $50, ain't it?
No. $1 short.
Darn it. Must have big wrong. How much for the rest of the stuff in the bag?
$1?
Damn it. Now I got $50, ain't I? Know what that means? Means I'm taking Ada Wendy back.
You wouldn't do a thing like that to me.
Oh, wouldn't I? And when I tell her Papa I got most of the money out of her, maybe he'll change his mind about who's smart and who's dumb.
No, say it, Philip. You silly bucko of me.
Because they are, I ain't got no idea.
The little one's mine, and the one next
Come on.
6 bits.
6 bits ain't enough for a lunch like 8 or 80, mate. How about you, Mike? You want our legs here?
Yeah, that's right. Hey, Amy, you got that same sweet potato pie like last year?
You bet. Same old sweet potato pie, Mike. What do you say?
I say, it gave me a 3-day bellyache.
Never mind about that. Who bids $1?
Where's the last bid? I got it for 6 bits.
Bid $1.
90 cents.
90 cents. We're getting rich. Another death for the schoolhouse. Do I hear any more?
You hear $50.
Hey! $50? Nobody ever bid $50 for her lunch. Nobody ever bid 10.
He ain't got $50.
Yes, I do. And if you're a man of honor, you gotta say ain't no way it belongs to, like I said you would.
Where's your look?
Right here in my hand.
Well, that ain't church. Like, just get it. Give it all to the schoolhouse. Got to say, it's the dark.
Wait a minute. That ain't fair.
Going for $50. Going.
$51.
You crazy?
50? What? Wait. If I don't bid anymore, can I keep my money?
Sure can.
And I still got $50. This is mine.
You feeble-minded psycho?
Going for $51. And that means ain't no way to get the prize, I guess.
And I get $8.
And what you getting for your $51?
A 3-day bellyache.
Now, here's my nicest hamper. I took a peek inside a while ago, and I'm going to say, it looks mighty tasty. What do I hear, Jim?
2 bits. 4 bits.
What do you say, Slim? 6?
I bid $1.
More like it. Do I hear 2?
$1.25. $2.
$2.50. $3.
And 2 bits.
$3.04.
$4.
And 2 bits.
4 1/4. Ain't I going here anymore. I got a bid. A 4 1/4 from John Fry. You going to let him have it?
4 1/2.
Going. 4 1/2. Going.
4.75.
4.75. Come on, gentlemen. Schoolhouse ain't built yet. Got to get a nice chin leg.
$5.
Go. $5.
2 bits.
Can't afford no more. Too rich for my blood.
5 1/4. I ain't got nearly enough yet. Not for cold Douglas stuffing and that lemon meringue pie.
$6.
$6. Going.
And 2 bits.
My, you're stubborn, Judge. Mr. Carnes a richer man than you, and I know he likes custard with raspberry syrup. Ain't I gonna hear anymore?
No. They all dropped out, can't you see?
You got it, Mr. Network.
Let's get on.
Here's the money.
Hold on, you. I ain't said going yet.
We'll say it.
Going to Jeff Fry for $6.
Who'd you say was getting Lauren?
Jeff Fry.
And for how much?
6 1/4.
I don't figure that's quite enough to you.
It's more than you got.
Got a $30 saddle here.
You can't bid saddles. Got to be cash.
A $30 saddle must mean something to somebody.
I'll give you 10 for it. Don't be a fool, boy. You can't earn a living without your saddle.
Got cash? Don't let's waste time. How you going?
Argue you, no matter what.
And Ellen, I'm gonna bid all the $10 for edges here.
$10. Going.
Hold on. And 2 bids.
Curly?
Oh, shit, boys. You know my horse, Dunn. She's a good horse. Gentle and well bred.
Don't sell Dawn, Curly. It ain't worth it.
I'll give you 25 for her.
I'll sell Dunn to you. That makes the bid 35, Ellen.
Curly, you're crazy. But it's all for the schoolhouse, ain't it? All for education and learning. Going for $35. Going.
Hold on! I ain't finished bidding. You just put up everything you got in the room, didn't you? Can't beat the clothes off your back because they ain't worth nothing. Can't beat your gun, because you need that. Yes, sir. You need that bad. So, Ellen, I'm just as reckless as Curly McLean, I guess. Just as good as getting what I want. Going to bid all I have in the world. All I say for 2 years doing farm work. All for glory. Here it is. $42.31.
Anybody want to buy a gun? How about you, Joe? Bought it brand new last Thanksgiving. Worth a lot.
Don't sell your gun, Curly.
I'll buy for $18.
So, that makes the bid 53, Ellen. Anybody going any higher?
Going on! What's the matter with you folks? Ain't gonna cheer or nothing?
In the comments to be friends, old farmer and the kids.
That's the idea. The farmer and the counter should be friends. You lost, put the bid in the spare. Come on, counter, shake the farmer's hand.
Sure. I'll shake his hand. No hard feelings, Curly.
That's better.
Say, Curly, I want to show you something. Excuse me, Lord. And just put it up to your eye.
And just what is that?
Curly, what are you doing?
Dude, nothing much. What makes you want to squeal at a fella like that for? Scared the living lights out of you.
Well then, stop looking at those old French pictures and ask me to dance. Bring me to the party, didn't you?
You silly old woman. I'll dance with you. I'll dance you all up the meadow if you want.
I got big on faces, Sam.
Now I got $50. All you gotta do is name the date.
August 15th.
Why August 15th?
It was the first day I was kissed.
Was it? I don't remember that.
You wasn't there.
Now look at here. We gotta have a serious talk. Now that you're engaged, you gotta stop having fun. I mean, what other fella? You had to be a little more standoffish when fellas offer you a bunny ride.
I'll make an imitation of a crawfish and dig myself a hole where I can hide.
I heard you were kicking up some gamers when I was off in Kansas City Mall. I heard some stuff you couldn't print in papers from fellas who've been acting like they know.
Look, I only did the kind of
cut out all shenanigans. I save my money, don't gamble or drink in the back room down at Cunnington's, and give up lots of other things a gentleman never mentions. But before I give up any more, I want to know your intention.
She wanted to dance.
I want to talk to you. What made you slap that whip onto the old lady and nearly make her run away? What was your hurry?
I didn't want to be late for the party.
You didn't want to be with me by yourself one more minute than you had to.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm with you by myself now, ain't I?
You wouldn't have been. You could have got out of it. Morning, you stay hid up in your room all the time. And at night, you won't get out of your sight. Last time I seen you alone was in the winter. The snow was 6 inches deep in drifts, and I was sick. You brought me to the hospital. smokehouse. And I hadn't shaved in 2 days. And you asked me if I had a fever. You put your hand up to my head to see.
I remember.
Do you remember? Bet you don't remember as much as me. I remember everything you ever done. Every word you ever said. I can't think of nothing else. See? See how it is? I ain't good enough for you, am I? I'm just a hired hand. I got dirt on my hands, pig slop. I ain't paying attention. You're so much better. Well, we'll see who's better next morning. Then you wish you went so free with your ears. You're such a fine lady.
Are you making threats at me? Are you telling me if I don't stand here and allow you to slobber over me like a hog, are you going to do something about it? You're a mangy dog and somebody ought to shoot you. You worry so much about being a hired hand. Well, I'll just rest your brain, Mr. Judd. You ain't a hired hand for me no more. You could just pack up all your duds and scoot. I got better ideas than that. You ain't allowed on the place again, you hear? I'll send yourself anywhere you want, but if you so much as set foot in the pasture gate, well, I'll sit the dogs on.
You said you're safe. Run it on yourself. I can't help it. I can't never rest. I told you the way it was, and you wouldn't listen.
Who's that?
It's me, Lord. Hey, have you seen Nana Whitey? She's gone again.
Well, could you do something for me? Could you find Curly and tell him I'm here? I need to see Curly. I gotta see him.
Then why don't you turn around and look, you crazy woman?
You found yours. Now I gotta go hunt for mine.
Now what on earth is ailing the Bella Clarion? By gum if you ain't crying.
Curly, I'm afraid of my life.
Great Lord, jumping toadstools.
Don't you leave me.
God Almighty.
Don't mind me or crying. I just can't help it.
Cry your eyes out.
I just don't know what to do.
I'll show you.
Well, now you can stay in public. Go away from me, you.
Oh, Curly, you don't like me?
Well, I'm away, I said. I told you.
Well, Curly, you're sitting on the stove.
God Almighty. All's good as a hook of ice.
Wished you to burn a hole in your pants.
You do.
Well, you hear me.
Now look, boy. You stand over there where you are, and I'll stand over here. And I want you to tell me what you want to do.
Well, Judd was here. He was crazy. I've never seen nobody like him. He was wild and threatened me, so I fired him. I wished I hadn't, but there's no telling what he'll do now.
Well then, that's all there is to it. You're fired. I'll get you a new hired hand tomorrow. And don't worry about that, hound dog. I'll stand the place myself tonight. Now quit your worrying, or I'll spank you. Hey, while I think of it, how about marrying me?
Golly, who do I want to marry you for?
Well, couldn't you think of some reasons why you might?
Well, I can't think of none now, hardly.
Lori, ma'am, please, marry me. I don't know what I'd do if you don't.
Oh, Curly, I'll marry you if you want me to.
I'll be the happiest man alive as soon as we're married. Whew. I got to learn to be a farmer, I see that. Quit thinking about throwing the rope and get my hands blistered in a new way. Gotta buy mowing machines, shoe your horses, cut down the prairies, and move the plows into the sun. They're gonna make the state out of this here territory and put it in the Union. Countries are changing, and we gotta change with it. Bring up a pair of boys. New style. Keep way things going around here in this crazy country. And I got you to help. I remember the first time I seen you. You was on that blue star, Phyllis. I remember I leaned over to somebody and said, "Who's that silly little skinny with the bag hanging down on her forehead?"
Yeah, I remember. You was riding broncs that day.
Sure was.
And one of them throwed you.
Did not throw me.
Oh, I must have jumped off then.
Sure, I jumped off.
Sure you did.
If there's anybody out around this yard that can hear my voice, I want you to know that Lord Williams is my girl.
Curly.
And I want you to know that she got me to ask her to marry me.
They'll hear you all the way to Katuzi.
Let them. Let people say we're in love. Who cares what happens now?
Just keep your hand in mine. Your hand
It's so grand in mine. Let people say we're in love. Starlight looks well on us. Let the stars peep from above. Who cares if they tell on us? Let people say we're in
I'll say goodbye here, babe.
Can't you even stay with Curly and Lori?
No, time for the lonely gypsy to go back to the open road.
I wish I was going to have to be so lonely.
Look, you know, Annie, there's a man I know that loves you like nothing ever loved nobody.
Yes, Sally Hacker?
A man that will stick to you all your life. And that's the man for you, Will Parker.
Oh, well, I like him a lot.
He's a fine fellow, strong like an ox, young and handsome.
I love him, all right, I guess.
Of course you do. You love those clear blue eyes of his, and the way his mouth wrinkles up when he smiles.
Do you love him too?
I love him because he makes my alien happy. Goodbye, my baby. I'll show how you say goodbye in Persian. Goodbye.
That was goodbye.
We have an old song in my country. It says, "Oh, goodbye." It's never enough. Goodbye. I'm glad you have married such a wonderful man as this Will Parker. You deserve a fine man, and you got one.
Hello, Will. Allie was just saying goodbye.
Ah, Will, I want to say goodbye to you too.
No, you don't. I seen the last one.
Ah, you were made for each other. Be good to her, Will. And you, be good to him. If you don't mind, I'm a friend of the family now.
Did you say you was going?
Yes, I must. Time for the poor Dixie to go back to the open road. I'll show you how to say goodbye to my country. Goodbye. Goodbye. Lucky fellow. I wish you would miss you instead of you.
Don't seem to make no difference, hardly.
Well, back to the open road. Alley
You aren't going to think of that old peddler man anymore, are you?
Of course not. Don't think of nobody unless he's with me.
Then I'm never going to leave your side.
Well, even if you don't, even if you never want to trip on nothing, could you, once in a while, give me one of them Persian goodbyes?
Persian goodbye? Well, that's nothing compared to an Oklahoma hello.
Take
They're lying all over my room.
Will, can you go institute to the surrey for me?
Sure will. Have it up in a jiffy.
They gone upstairs. Yeah.
And Paul, what are you gonna do? Give Curly and Lori a shivery? I wish you wouldn't.
Oh, it's a good old cousin. Never hurt anybody. Now you women just stay out of the way. Now move.
It ain't gonna be rough, is it?
Stop getting back.
Seems like there's times when men ain't got no need for women.
Yeah, but there's times when women ain't got no need for men.
Yeah, but who wants to be dead? I thought you was a bushy head. Just come from there.
Too bad you missed Lori's wedding.
Then have one not own.
Liz, who'd you marry? Where is he?
Is that him? That's him! Allie Hacker.
Hello. Hello, Adrian.
Did you see my ring, girl? How long you been married?
4 days. 4 days with that lad, she counts the golden wedding.
Well, if you married her, you must have wanted to, right?
Sure I wanted to. I wanted to marry her when I seen the barrel of her father's shotgun shining in the moonlight. I thought it'd be better to be alive. Now, I ain't so sure.
Allie don't talk around the country no more. I just thought you would settle down in bushy head in a run coffee stove. Well, did you hear the news? Gertie married the peddler.
Mighty glad to hear that, Edward, man. I think I ought to kiss the bride. Remember? Learned to the family. Hey, Gertie. You ever heard of an Oklahoma hello?
What are you doing?
I'm going to stop Adrian from killing your wife.
Hey, mind your own business. Come on.
What are you doing down there making all that racket? You bunch of old pig stealers?
Come on now, people, Lord. You too, you curly-headed cowboy.
With a dimple on your chin.
Come on, brother, let's get him down.
Hey, Lori, here's a girl baby for you.
And here's a baby boy.
And here's twins.
Let's hear from you, Wes.
Glad I ain't too late. Got a present for the groom, but first I'm gonna kiss the bride. Here's my present for you.
Fell on his own knife.
Wrong moment, somebody.
Nobody touch it. Hold on, you're breathing, ain't you? Nobody touch it. Dude, it's hard. What happened?
What we doing, all right?
She just stood.
Your waist on my yacht, let me look at it.
Curly is he?
Lori, don't say anything.
Can't do anything now. Try to get to a doctor, but I don't know.
Here, some of you came over my way, then I'll drive over to Dr. Roberts.
Quick, I'm afraid it's too late.
Gotta go see me again. And now, take care.
Maybe it's better for you and Curly not to go away tonight.
Why did that happen to happen? Oh my goodness, why did that have to happen to us when everything was so fine?
Don't let your mind run on it.
I can't forget it.
That's alright, Lord, baby. If you can't forget, then just don't try to, honey. Oh, lots of things happen to folks. Sickness, or being poor, and hungry even. Being old, and afraid to die. Cradle to grave. That's the way it is. And you can stand it. You've got to be hardy. You've got to be. You can't deserve the sweet and tender in life unless you're a tough.
I wish I was the way you are.
Old fiddlesticks, scrawny and old.
What I'd do without you. You're such a crazy.
Sure as you're born.
Present your judge with egg towels for the morning.
I just hate the life.
Court Elam here. He's the federal marshal. He thinks I should turn myself in. Tonight he thinks.
Tonight?
Why? The train leaves for Claremore in 20 minutes.
Best things for Curly to go to his own court. Tell the judge.
Why? You're the judge, Andrew, ain't you?
Yes, but...
Well, tell him now and get it over with.
It's going to be proper. You gotta do it in court.
Oh, fiddlesticks. Let's do it here. So we did it in court.
You can't do that. That's breaking the law.
Well, let's not break the law. Just bend it a little. Come on, let's start the trial. We ain't got but a few minutes.
Andrew, I got you the test.
Oh, shut your trap. We could give the boy a fair trial and have him lock him up on his wedding night. Now look, here's the long and the short of it. First, you got to ask, what's your plea? That means, why did you do it?
Well, he was always pestering Lloyd, and I always said someday.
Just a minute. Don't let your tongue walk around in your mouth like that. Listen to my question. What happened the night you made together?
Well, he came out with me. He came at me with a knife. And furthermore,
You had to defend yourself, did you?
yeah.
And furthermore, and forget the furthermore, the plea is self-defense.
Oh, yeah.
Quiet! Now, is there a witness who saw this happen tonight? I said, I've seen it! It was self-defense. Mm-hmm. So I'm stabbing with the frog sticker.
Feeling funny about it. Feeling funny.
You'll sure feel funny when I tell your wife you're carrying on with another woman who won't hear.
I ain't carrying on for no one.
Maybe not, but you'll sure feel funny when I tell your wife you are.
Laugh all you like. But as a federal marshal,
Shut up about being a federal marshal. We ain't gonna let you take the boy to jail on his wedding night. We just ain't gonna let you. So shut up. Yeah!
Let's drive to the train in Surrey, and we'll be the horses.
Hey! Wait, I ain't even gave you verdict yet.
Well, it's not guilty, ain't it?
Of course, but...
Well, say it. Not guilty.
What's your turn?
Why? Ain't no way. Where on earth have you been?
Will and me had a misunderstanding, but he explained it fine.
Oh, that's fun.